Okay, so let's talk about something we've all been through. You know, it's the middle of the night, you're trying to sleep, and your brain suddenly decides it's the perfect time to replay that one super awkward argument from years ago. Today, we're going to dive into exactly why our brains do that and what it's really trying to tell us. It's the million-dollar question, right? It could be from 3 years ago, 3 weeks ago, it doesn't matter. You thought it was done and dusted, but nope. Your brain has it saved in a special folder ready to pop open the second your head hits the pillow. So, what is the deal with that? Oh, you know this scene all too well. You're cozy, you're exhausted, and then boom, you're right back there in that conversation. You're relitigating every single word, what you said, what they said, and of course, you're running through all the brilliant things you wish you'd said. It is an absolutely exhausting mental treadmill.
But hang on. What if this whole midnight replay thing isn't just your brain tormenting you with a bad memory for fun? What if there's actually something, constructive happening just beneath the surface?
And this right here is where we flip the script. This isn't a bug in your mental software. It's not a glitch. It's a feature. Yeah, for real. It might be a primitive, kind of clumsy feature sometimes, but it's one that's designed to protect you. So try to think of your mind as this incredible high-tech training simulator. When you replay that argument, your brain isn't just passively remembering. It's actively rehearsing. It's running drills. It's getting you ready for what comes next. And there's actually a name for this process. It's called mental rehearsal. Now, this is way more useful than just, ruminating, which is when you're just stuck in that negative feedback loop. The whole point of a rehearsal isn't to dwell on the mistake. It's to learn from it, to arm yourself for the future. So what is it practicing exactly? Well, a few things. For one, it's definitely searching for that perfect, witty comeback that you finally thought of 3 hours later. It's also trying to analyze the situation, to pinpoint the exact moment things went off the rails. But most importantly, it's prepping you for the next time something similar happens, so you can avoid that awful feeling you had last time. And at the very heart of all this mental practice is this incredibly powerful emotional drive. It's not just about logic. It's about rewriting an emotional ending where, let's be honest, you felt like you lost. This really gets to the core of it all. In the original moment, you probably felt powerless, maybe completely overwhelmed, or just straight up defeated. Your brain's goal in replaying that whole scene is to find a different path, a new route that ends with you feeling in control, prepared, and maybe even victorious. It's trying to turn a past loss into a blueprint for a future win. So here's the key idea to hold on to. Your brain isn't actually obsessed with the past event itself. It's obsessed with the feeling that event created. By running the simulation over and over until it finds a winning strategy, it's trying to overwrite that negative memory with a sense of control for whatever comes next. When you look at it like that, what feels like this super annoying habit is actually your brain's ancient threat detection system, often linked to a part of the brain called the amygdala, just running safety drills. It's a pretty clever, if subconscious, strategy for self-preservation. It's almost like a simple 4-step plan that just runs in the background. First, your brain pulls up a conflict that's tied to a strong feeling of being powerless. That feeling acts as the trigger. That kicks off the mental rehearsal. And the end game, the goal, is to run through scenarios until it finds one where you win, neutralizing the threat and making you feel ready for anything. So the next time you find yourself stuck in one of these loops at 2 in the morning, try not to get so frustrated with yourself. Instead, just try to recognize it for what it is. It's your brain, in its own awkward way, trying to be your coach. It's trying to look out for you. It's trying to make you stronger. And this leaves you with a final and pretty powerful choice. Now that you know this is a dress rehearsal, you get to be the director. So instead of just letting that loop run on its own, you can step in and ask, okay, brain, what are we trying to get ready for here? You can use that insight to actively practice a better outcome and turn that late night worry into a strategy for your next win. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.